Alrighty guys, welcome to the fourth game in the series of games between Complexity and Acer in the Acer Team Story Cup Season 2. It's going to be spawning in the bottom left-hand corner for Complexity, putting them on the board with the last win. It's viPro. And his opponent in the top right, looking to swing that momentum back in their favor. It's Bly. Now Bly, another very uncharacteristic or unorthodox type of player. He definitely has strategies that are not your normal strategies that you would think of, that you would see from your average player, but I'm interested to see what they're going to do because this is, again, the second Zerg that they're going to send out. viPro being able to take down Nurchio in the last one. Nurchio going for a big Roach Hydra attack, and it just didn't quite work out against the Blink Stalker play that viPro did. And, you know, he opened Phoenixes. We'll see whether he opens Phoenixes again. You know, Yansu has some potential for some fly around space over here, some harassment over here at a third, harassment at a potential fourth or third, whichever one you want to take. But again, it looks like it's going to be a gateway expand out of viPro. As one gas is taken, two gas is going to be taken here. So, going to be most likely two in each gas, going for a tech play. Pretty standard here. Gas being taken now by Bly. Gas before pool. So that's gonna be indicative of he wants to get speed up fast. He either wants to get speed up fast or he wants to get a Roach Warren up fast. Whichever way, he wants to be aggressive because he's thrown down Hatch first, which is, you know, kind of ballsy, if you want to say, against Protoss, as they have a lot of things, but now coming in here, spotting, okay, you got Cybernetics Core on your wall, off. Alright, you went Gateway Expand. Fair enough. He's going to get away with this spawning pool here. Gateway Expand, though, is nice in the way that it doesn't allow the Zerg to build units, or build drones freely. He has to build a few units. He has to build a few units because the possibility of like a one Mothership Core, one Stalker, one Zealot kind of poke that can come around like 5 minutes or so, it can do some damage if you don't have the units. It could kill a Queen, could kill a few drones, could actually kill a Hatch if you're not careful. The main point is to harass a third base with that kind of attack, but, you know, it could go for a natural if it wanted to. Natural is now going down for viPro. Pylon on the low ground. This Overlord coming in here, spotting everything. I believe the Zealot was canceled. Yes, it was. The Zealot was canceled, and he's going to get a Sentry instead. When he saw what was going on with the Overlord getting there and no Scout, he knew he needed to do that. But guess what? There are a few Lings coming across the field here. Bly is wanting to be aggressive, and he is going to not get into the main base. Nice positioning with a pylon there. Having only the probe there, the Zerglings would eventually get in. I'd like to see maybe oh, nice. 2 pylons behind it. He's going to hold this top ramp, and Bly is just going to be forced to try and do damage to this Nexus down here. But he's not going to get it. The Mothership Core will allow him to keep that safe and in position. The Cybernetics Core is actually unpowered here, which is a bit of a unfortunate situation here. It delayed Warp Gate by about 15 or 20 seconds. Or not quite that much, but, you know, you get what I'm saying. It delayed it a good bit, which every second counts in this game. So, having it delayed at all will hurt you very heavily, and now he's going to try and get this wall off going. Probe is going to get picked off, and he's going to get out of here with the Lings. He's lost 14 Lings for only 2 probes. So, not a whole lot in the way of harassment going to be in the favor of Bly here. He's going to be taking this third base down here, standard position. Eventually he'll kill off the rocks and just start spreading creep through this little alleyway here. But these Lings are going to be a real pain in the butt. They're going to be able to get all the information they want outside of the base. They'll be able to know whether a third goes down or anything like that. Overlord moving to position. And look at these Overlord placements by Bly as he tries to poke him with some Lings. He's got one down here. This one. perfect to go up. This one, perfect to spot any tech going in here, and guess what? That Overlord's going in, this Overlord's going to go in, this Overlord's going in here, he's going to spot the Stargate, which is making Phoenixes. He's going to go, okay. If you do look closely, you can see the Phoenix being built, so now he knows Phoenixes are out, he knows that's the case. Burrow is getting built. I'm not sure whether that's going to be a mistake or not. I think he's going to go with Burrow Roaches here with the gases being taken and no layer. I think he's going to be going with Roach play here as the third base is halfway done. And Burrow Roaches can be really good because if you leave this wall off just slightly open, the Burrow Roaches just kind of sneak through. They go, okay. They just go right under your wall. They sneak right in. Boom, they're in the mineral line. Split some off. Send some to the main here. Oh, look at that. We're in this mineral line as well. And boom. Now you just lost 3/4 of your probes. You know, that kind of thing can really do some damage. There's the Roach Warren going down. Some Spore Crawlers being built because of these Phoenixes being out. He wants to get some Spore Crawlers, keeping the Queens near the Spore Crawlers to kind of secure that. The only type of drones that are going to be in danger are these gas mining ones. 2 probes going to be taken out here. He's going to grab a third one here. So this extractor, mining with nothing left anymore. There's a hallucinated Phoenix, but these 3 Phoenixes are going to come in here. They're going to pick off another drone there. Got 4 drones so far, 4-2. That's pretty good. And with the knockdown of this rocks, it looks like it's going to be a three base play out of viPro here, as I seem to be dropping a lot of frames right now. I don't know why. All right, relax, computer. I believe in you. Relax, computer. All right. Yeah, if that continues, I might have to stop the recording real quick, and then I'll try and figure out what's going on, and then be back with it. It looks like it's settled down now, but man, craziness was going on there. As soon as I walk near here, just a drop in like 1,000,000 frames. I don't know what's going on. I've never had that problem before, but one queen is going to get picked off here, and boom, there you go. Do a little flyby, pick off that queen. That's a big hit there, and look at this. Did he spot the roaches though? He knows the roach warren's on the way, but he doesn't know that a large pack of roaches is on the way, or tunneling claws are on the way. More importantly, tunneling claws are a big thing, because you can spot them once the roaches get the tunneling claws. You get to see the little claws things on top of their body, which let the Protoss player know, hey, you got tunneling claws. I know you got tunneling claws now. Yeah, but this burrowed Zergling is actually going to prevent this third base from going down for a bit. As we got a Twilight Council on the way. The Robo Bay is on the way, +1, and he's going to start playing the Colossus game, which, you know, with the Phoenixes, that naturally forces your opponent to go Hydralisks. So what is the natural reaction by the Protoss? You just build a few Phoenixes, and bam, you go straight into Colossus Robo Colossus play. The point of that being, you want to be able to get in there and do what damage you can. Here we go. You see little spikes on top. Actually, there is a cannon here, so that's actually going to spot for viPro all of these roaches, which is a bit unfortunate. Look at that. Straight under the force field. You know, Burrow Roach is OP. But he's going to start putting up some gateways, and these gateways are going to have to be canceled because these roaches are going to do a lot of damage. The Protoss army trying to trap them a bit, but going to get 1 roach. Not too big. Lots of Phoenixes actually hanging out over here, though. These Phoenixes are going to do a lot of damage, though. They can just kind of sit in here and pick off, like, everything. Lots of workers are actually going to go down here. 8 have already been taken out. 9, 10 have been taken out. These Phoenixes have done a great job at eliminating Overlords and the other that. And look at these resources lost here. 1,900 to 400. The Bly is in kind of an awkward position right now. He's not getting very good trades here. He's behind. He's behind pretty much in every regard, and now he's behind in workers. He's just getting a 4th base down, and guess what? viPro's 3rd base is almost finished. viPro is going to have equal bases with his opponent real soon, at least on mining bases. He's getting Colossus out. He's getting +2, and behind this, no upgrades out of Bly. Bly just wanted to get a large amount of roaches, and I think he was hoping for these burrow roaches to be able to sneak through here and get into these mineral lines and start doing some damage, but instead, they're just sitting there being a waste of supply at this point. 3 more gates have gone down. I don't know where the third one's at. I guess that was this one right here, and he's gonna have a total of how many gates? 5 gates. He's got 1 gateway, so he's gonna be up to, what was that, 8 warp gates, 8 warp gate with Colossus, and what is going to be Blink and +2 soon. This Protoss army is very scary. It's going to be able to do a lot of damage to this force. Look at this, a sneaky 4th base going down over here. The roaches are going to try and move in, and while this is all happening, you know, viPro just isn't able. This force is going to do a lot of damage. Bly just can't attack it straight up. He's building 15 Mutalisks, so going for a big Mutalisk switch. The problem is, you know, there's a decent number of Stalkers down here, and when they're going to have +2 and Blink, they're going to be able to do a good amount of damage to these Mutalisks, which really are not going to be able to do a whole lot. They can't engage this force, like, really straight up. 16 Lings on the way, 5 Mutalisks. He has to try and destroy this army, like, right away, and right now it just seems like viPro's kind of got a good position here. Nice burrow on these drones, keeping them alive. The Mutalisks kind of swinging in, trying to do some damage while this is all happening. Roaches and Hydralisks are harassing, or not really harassing, but they are doing damage at the main base. Nice force fields here by viPro, keeping this army out of the main base, and this has become a pretty much full-on base race here between these two players, and the thing is, these force fields are really preventing anything from getting up there, as now the Mutalisks will be able to get in there, and the Mutalisks will be able to rule the skies here. He does have Phoenixes, though. I'd like to see him try and use these Phoenixes to take out as many Mutas as he can, but at this point, he actually isn't using the Mutalisks at all. He's trying to hide the troops into position, trying to use the probes to kill the Zerglings and soak up some Mutalisk shots, but it seems like the Mutalisks just dealing too much damage. viPro is forced to pull back with his entire force to try and fight this, but this many Mutalisks is a lot of forces to deal with here, and you have a pack of Roach Hydra down here. If the army can pincer this Protoss force, that's going to be able, it's going to take out a lot, and these Phoenixes do outrange Mutalisks just slightly. Mutalisks, 3 range. Phoenixes, 5 range. So they do outrange them a bit. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the Graviton boosters. He didn't get the, look how fast those Overseers move. Holy crap, 2.81. That is extremely fast right there. Is that how fast a Mutalisk move? Alright, 4. It doesn't quite move as fast as a Mutalisk, but it's pretty close. That's pretty insane for like a observer right there. And these Phoenixes are going to have to work overtime here to take out these Mutalisks. And the thing is behind this, Bly's mining off a base. Bly's mining off pretty much 2 bases, while, you know, viPro is mining off 1 base with very, very hurt units at this point. He can't do a lot of damage here. There's no upgrades for Bly, but Bly's just going to come in here, and it's only 2 Zealots to protect this right now. 2 Zealots and some cannons. He's going to warp in some Stalkers, which are great, but he's just going to burrow and run around. Well, behind this, look at these Mutalisks. They spotting a proxy pylon over there. They can come in here. Look at all these juicy probes that the Mutalisks, you know, they want to kill. They don't quite know they're there, but they really want to kill them. Main base being re-established. Spawning pool might actually die soon. Both the Roachhorn and the Hydralisk Den are very low. I don't think... Yeah, the Spire did get taken out. But behind this, he's getting Spore Crawlers up. He's mining off of this... you know, 9 o'clock base, and the Mutalisks can't engage this. The Phoenixes can now engage the Mutalisks pretty much straight up now. They don't have to worry about them. But the Mutalisks do a little bit of a juke move right there, as some more Lings are being produced here. Roaches moving around. And the Roaches just trying to do what damage they can. They can't quite find a very good opening here. And, yeah, see, Phoenixes, now that they have higher numbers, they can just pretty much crush these Mutalisks. All the Mutalisks have now fallen, and it's pretty much just Hydralisks having to be built here. It's like almost a rebuilding stage for both players here, as both players' income is very low. Bly only ahead by 3 workers. It's tough for him to get a good position at this point, and trying to burrow some Lings around in the base so you can keep harassing. But look at this. viPro is down to 2 mineral patches with about 150 combined on both right now. He is about to mine out, and as soon as Bly really just has to camp this base, protect this base, let it mine up, let this base start mining again, and just start rebuilding Roach Hydra. And at this point, it seems like Bly pretty much has the game. The only way he can lose this is if he throws this game. The total army of viPro is pretty much this on the ground with these 3 Phoenixes. I think he had more than 3. Oh, he got a few. A few of them did die there. 4 of them died, actually. That was a bit sloppy out of viPro. It is what it is. He lost them to these Hydralists over here when they fighting in the middle of the map. But you know, viPro's army is just nowhere near the size that it needs to be to take on the army of Bly. Bly's army is so much stronger, so much, you know, the army of viPro with these Blink Stalkers is going to be more cost efficient, but the army is just bigger and stronger for Bly. He's got these Hydralists, he's got Roaches to tank the damage, he's got Hydras to just deal so much damage, and now he wants to bait out this army. And if he can take out this base, there is no mining left in the main. Nice force fields there, actually split this army in half though, but he's going to kind of burrow move his units around, burrow move them straight up in here. Boop, now we're through. Oh, look at that. We're going to keep force fielding off your Hydralists. Hydras are the things that are going to deal the damage here. The Roaches, they deal a decent amount of damage. They don't deal it fast enough. The DPS is way too low. And here comes the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes are now getting taken out. Both Phoenixes now out. GG is called. And Bly gonna put Acer, give him another point, put the momentum back in their favor. Putting them 3-1 up over Complexity right now. Not sure who Complexity will send out next. Obviously, Bly gonna come out next. So whoever he ends up facing, who knows who it will be. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned for game number 5 between Acer and Complexity. We'll see who Bly faces next. I'll see you guys next time.